Well, we are getting you ready for the kickoff of the Virginia Highlands Festival in our studio kitchen this morning with a focus on tea and how it can be used for better health. We want to welcome Lori Briscoe from Appalachian Teas and Botanicals. Lori, it is so good to have you back on the show.
Thank you, Amy. Thank you for having me back.
It's been a while.
It's been a couple years.
And you know what's funny is once you set up, like it all came back to me because I remember the last time you were on the show, you had so much education and knowledge that you shared with us, and you set up such a beautiful display, and you've done that again for us this time.
Thank you very much. It's such a pleasure to be here.
And you're getting ready for a big couple of weeks in Abingdon.
We are. Abingdon is kicking off the 74th annual Virginia Highlands Festival this weekend. We're kind of launching tonight with Table Talk at the Barter Theater. We've got Chef Andrew Zimmern, Chef Travis Milton, sommelier Charlie Berg from Abingdon from the rooftop, and myself. It's going to be a really exciting couple of nights.
And working together with all those, you all bring something so unique to the table. I guess that's why they're calling it Table Talk, but going to be a really interesting night.
I think it's going to be fascinating. I mean, it's really time for us to start talking about Appalachia in the now, and the Appalachia moving forward, and how the culinary arts are a huge part of how we're expressing this place.
And a lot of expressing in your teas when it comes to the flavor, and really the stories behind everything in your tea is so intentional.
Yes. You know, we are as humans storytellers, right? So it's how we pass on culture and morals and all the things. And we retain stories. It's just stories are medicine. And so teas are medicine. So I try to look at things as beauty is medicine, and medicine in this broader sense. And I love that tea kind of helps me do all of those things. I did create a custom Virginia Highlands Festival blend to tell the story of the festival. So I can tell you a little bit about that.
What did you all put in it?
I'd love for you to try it.
Yeah, I would love to try it.
Okay, so it's right here. I started with oolong. Oolong is Camellia sinensis plant, the tea plant. So you have black tea, green tea, white tea, and oolong from that plant. But oolong is special. It's oxidized more than the others. It's usually grown in really high mountainous terrain. So I really loved sort of that aspect of using oolong, and I love metaphors. I'm a sucker for a metaphor. So the metaphor of each ingredient and how we put them together. Ginseng leaf is in the tea. You know, you have to talk about ginseng anytime you talk about this region. It is so fundamental to our story as a place. And it's a beautiful adaptogenic herb. It's called the panacea plant, you know, talks to the body and heals you.
And we're blessed to have that. I mean, people come from all over.
Yes.
For
our plants, our ginseng. It has roses. Roses are a heart-opening plant. So you think about the smell of perhaps your grandmother's roses growing up. You know, they trigger all sorts of emotions. They're opening the heart space. And for me, they represent our love for this place, particularly Robert Porterfield, who founded the festival and the Barter Theater, his passion for this place. And then goldenrod, which is a little bit cheeky of me, but I love the metaphor of goldenrod because everyone says goldenrod's what aggravates their allergies. It isn't goldenrod, it's ragweed, also yellow in color in the fall, and they grow together.
So it gets a bad rap.
It gets a bad rap like we do.
It's a little cheeky of you. I love that you said that. That was so cute.
So I love that. And so we put them all together and we get tea as a story. And I'd love for you to try it.
Yes, please. Oh, I'm so excited. And you were also telling me, I love your teapot there, a story behind that, and all of the tea goes right inside, so it stays nice and hot.
Yes, that's a Japanese style teapot, my little squirrel buddy. I've had this for ages. You can see the tea here dried. The oolong is rolled, so it's unrolled.
Can I hold it up? Let's just show.
Sure.
I love how, look at that, and the tea's just right there in the middle. And still very hot. And you are putting some honey in there as a sweetener, which you said is like liquid gold.
It is liquid gold. Honey itself is a medicine. And this is from Smith County, this local honey here, Gather Ye Honey. And the magical thing that tea will do, or the honey will do for tea, is it will pull flavors that aren't present when you taste it by itself. So it literally works this great magic. A little bit of sweetness, it doesn't take much, and it's gonna pull a whole new flavor profile out of the tea for you.
I mean, all that in one cup of tea.
All that in a cup of tea.
Quite the story. Oh, your tea is so good.
Thank you.
You can just tell that it's got all of those components in it. It's got so much flavor. And the honey brings it out.
Last year and this year, another really cool thing about the tea as part of the festival is that some of our mixologists are using it as basis for new cocktails, craft cocktails. So last year we had a couple of cocktails made. This year Hickory Fine Dining is making a whole new cocktail that'll be served before the supper tomorrow night. So tea, versatility, right?
I love it. I love
joke.
it. All right, well, we still have more ground to cover. We're going to talk a little bit more about the botanical side of tea coming up here a little later in the show. We're going to give everybody the information, as she mentioned, that Table Talk event. The kickoff for the Virginia Highlands Festival is coming up tonight at 7:30. It's going to be held at Barter Theater. For more information on this event and many more, you can visit vahighlandsfestival.com.